Have you been suffering from lower back pain and are you doing core exercises that really just don't seem to be working? Then today's routine may be great for you. We are looking at functional core, the best core muscles to activate and strengthen for lower back pain. We're also going to go over the bad core muscle that a lot of people overwork and why this can lead to more back pain. So what is the good core muscle? It is known as the transverse abdominis. So this muscle wraps around your torso like a corset. From the ribs, around the sides, attaches into the connective tissue near the spine. It lies underneath the more well-known rectus abdominis, or the show pony six-pack muscle. How does it help for lower back pain? So the transverse abdominis helps for spinal stability, number one. Number two, intra-abdominal pressure. And when we talk about this increase in intra-abdominal pressure can also lead to an increase in spinal stability. Number three, it reduces load on the spinal discs. And number four, it improves movement control. Now, you may be wondering, what is the core muscle that isn't the best for you? And I'm not saying it's not bad all of the time. It is good to have a little bit of strength through this muscle, but too much can lead to more lower back pain. And there are studies out there that suggest there may also be fascial relationships that contribute to tightening of the lower back. So this muscle is the rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle on the front. Everyone goes to the gym, everyone wants it, everyone thinks that it is very good for the lower back. It isn't always, and if we overwork it, it can actually cause more damage to the lower back. So it can cause different tilts to the pelvis. There's a fascial relationship where it can go down and wrap into the lower back and cause more compression through the lower back. Also, I like to look in terms of the motion that causes disc irritation, and that generally is trunk flexion. So guess what we're doing if we're working the rectus abdominis all day long? You're generally moving yourself into trunk flexion, which generally can put a little bit more pressure on the disc. So we want to do more of these core exercises that creates that intra-abdominal pressure, creates spinal stability along the spine, and helps the body work together to create movements between the upper portion, our trunk portion, and the hips and the lower limb portion, so the body's moving as a unit. This is a follow along. It is timed. We're doing 1 minute 20 rounds. It may get hard. If you struggle through parts, feel free to have a rest. Don't go until failure. With a lot of the techniques, if your back starts to lift off the ground and you feel things switching off, do not push through. This is not good. You come down, have a rest, and go back into it. But let's jump on the mats, guys. We'll get into it and enjoy. Do this every day for the next 6 weeks and feel that lower back pain disappear. All right, guys, so we're gonna start by laying on our back, tabletop position, and from here, locking the ribs down, flattening the lower back, slowly dropping one leg to touch the heel on the ground, slowly coming up. So here, really forcing the ribs down, making sure that lower back's locked into the ground. This is a nice transverse abdominis warm-up. And if you feel that your lower back is lifting, once we start to get close to the ground, you may need to start just by going halfway down. So you might only want to go just to here and to here. But most of the time with this one, we'll build our strength quickly, and you should be fine getting that heel all the way to the ground without lifting through here. So sucking that navel down towards the ground. Don't restrict the breath. Lock the ribs down. We're going for 1 minute 20 here. Shouldn't be too hard. We're going into a similar one next, which is actually going to push us a little bit more. This is a great routine to do straight out of bed, activate what we want to activate to use throughout the day. Okay, and if you're starting to feel like it's switching off, feel free to have a little rest. And then we're going to come out from there. Okay guys, so for this one, same thing except the arm's gonna go out as well. So you might only wanna start by going halfway down, keep those knees bent, but the same focus here is flattening this lower back by locking the ribs down, tucking the tailbone under, and flattening the lower back into the ground. So slowly down over 3 seconds, slowly up over 2, slowly down over 3, slowly up. And if this is already starting to get a little too hard, feel free just to go halfway down. And if you need, make sure you have some rest. Keep it slow, keep it controlled. That's good. All the way. So breathing in through the nose. Imagine we've got like a little coin under that back and we're trying to flatten our lower back into that coin. So if you feel it starting to lift, you might only want to go halfway down. Here's a countdown, 2 and 1. Okay, so for this next one, keeping the ribs locked again, all the way down, we're slowly opposite arm to opposite leg going out, holding 2, 1, slowly coming back in, reaching out, keep everything locked down, trying to get as far out with this arm and as far back with the leg. After 3 seconds, slowly coming back in. Lengthen that spine, but keep it strong. We're going for 1:20 here as well. Slowly back in. Halfway there, guys. Really trying to start to reach out a little more. Don't restrict that breath. So as we reach, we're breathing out through the mouth, locking things down a little harder, and slowly breathing in as we come back. Should be starting to warm up now. Make sure that lower back, we're not switching on those lower back extensors. We're keeping everything tucked, and it should all be deep core. 2, 1, coming out from there. Okay guys, so for this next one, we're going to be in a kneeling position, drop down onto the elbows, fingertips into the ground. I'm going to do it so you can see me a little better here. Knees just an inch off the ground, and then as hard as we can, trying to squeeze our elbows down into the ground and squeezing the knees up towards the elbows. Trying to lock the ribs down, pull everything into that little point where the belly button lies, so where the navel is. Hold 10 seconds, slowly down for 5. Let everything switch off for a second. Then lifting again, inch off the ground, squeeze everything as hard as you can. Lock the ribs down, flatten the lower back curve. Holding 2, 1, knees down, little rest again. Move around, just give yourself 3 seconds. 2, 1, back into it. Squeeze down, let's go. Lock the ribs down, lift that lower back curve up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, down. Wriggle the hips around for a second. This is the last one, guys. Up, squeeze down. Everything's getting squeezed into that center point. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. All right guys, so next one, we are using a fitness ball here. If you don't have one, I'll leave a link in the description to get one. Elbows are on the ball. From here, we're going to drop the hips first. So slowly lower the hips, but leave the hips a little hinged still. Lock the ribs down, slowly go out with the arms, and then slowly back in with the arms, and then back with the hips. So if that's easy, you can roll the ball out a little further, move the hips into closer to that extension, arms out, slowly in, and then back with the hips. Hips out, roll the arms out. Now, as you roll out here, just make sure your lower back doesn't start to sink towards the ground. We're only holding out for 3 seconds, keeping everything tucked. As we breathe out, trying to pull that navel up towards the spine, ribs down, and then slowly going back from there. All right, so we should be warm now. It should be starting, almost getting a little shaky through that core. And that's good. There shouldn't be any extension through the lower back. Your lower back shouldn't be sinking down towards the ground. Last one, guys. 2, 1, and good, coming out from there. All right, guys, so for this next one, we are going up into a 90 degrees hips, 90 degrees knees. We are going to roll the ball around onto one knee and then push down as hard as we can, resisting with the knees, trying to pull that navel into the ground, flatten the back into the ground. And then after 5 seconds, rest, roll around. We can lift the head off the ground to get a little bit more leverage if we want. Push down. Keep that lower back locked into the ground. This is the last one for today. And if we push through our hands hard enough, it's probably also going to be the hardest. So push, 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 push. Just 5 seconds. If you feel that lower back starting to lift off the ground, make sure you have rest. Don't go into poor technique, because that's how we can end up injuring the lower back. Good, guys, we're doing really well. So we're already down to 27 seconds to go. Really lever, push hard, push that ball into the knees. Make sure the hips stay beyond 90 degrees, so don't let them drop too much, or that's going to be way too much through the core. Push, push, push. Here we go, guys. We're nearly there. Last one for today, and then you're ready to operate and function with that transverse abdominis firing and coming down from there. Okay, guys, I hope this routine worked well for you. I hope it also worked you out. Remember to add this to your daily routine. If you've got a friend that complains about lower back pain all the time, send it to them. It may help them. And be sure to check out, we've got other videos that are more specific for disc injuries, for facet injuries, whatever you're looking for, and are very informational. So you can learn about your injury, you can do exercises to help you with your injury. I'll link them up the top corner here. But enjoy, guys. We've got videos every Monday at 7 a.m. coming out, California Pacific Standard Time. But take care, and we will see you again soon. Thanks.